Krypton Episode 7 Transformation. So, with this episode, for whatever reason, I thought for sure I watched and reviewed it. I don't know why, but I was like, until I watched the next episode and they were doing the promo, and it's like, oh, I definitely didn't see his arm get blown off. I was like, oh, I clearly didn't watch the episode. I thought for sure I sat down and watched it, but I watched like 15 full minutes, and I don't know what in the world happened, but I just didn't finish it, and then I forgot I didn't finish it. So that's why this review is a week and a day late behind. So far behind, and the new episode's been out. But it was definitely a good episode. I definitely enjoyed it. They killed off Dev, which was I thought was pretty interesting. I was curious where that was going to lead to, just with his character, and obviously how things are kind of meant to play out. We get a tiny little snippet of information about who Zod's father is, and it's just some person that dies in the battle. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It was like there's no specific details, just like it's some soldier, that's just how it is. And it just makes me curious how things are going to end up playing out with this show, with these characters knowing their future. And it's like, eventually at some point they're going to kind of get on the same path as Strange, where it's like, hey, I know this sucks, but Superman is going to save countless lives. Even though you may not know them, you will be saving so much more than just, generations, a few generations into the future for, your own planet. But definitely thought it was fun. Strange is kind of doing his thing, and they kind of tease that in for the next episode, or the latest episode, where he's kind of seen as a bit more of an enemy again, because he's like, hey, I'm here to save Superman. I have to save the entire future. It's not just like, hey, I want to save Earth. It's like, I need this to save the universe, a few times over even. So it's pretty interesting. I like some of the stuff they did. I thought it was really funny where it's like, they went through like Superman's different names. It's like, he's got a lot of names. It's like, heroes get nicknames. And it's like, I don't have one because I'm no hero. So that was interesting. I like that little moment he had to kind of reflect on what he was there to do and what he was going to do, because he was about to take off. And then it's like, you know what? I'm here to save the greatest hero. I just have to do what I have to do. So I thought that was a cool little moment. Other than that, decent episode. Seg goes to save. I'm very curious what they're gonna do with this woman. Of course, I don't remember her name, but I'm just like, I don't know where this is headed. Her dad was about to kill her because he's just like, I gotta do me. So he was actually gonna kill her, and so Seg ends up helping her escape. And now they're, she's a part of the team, and so everybody's working together, talking about the future a little bit. And it's like, all right, how in the world do we take out Brainiac, who's in control of the most powerful figure in Kandor? And they get to the end. It's like, all right, all we have to do is attack him. Like, if we attack him, we'll make him kind of reveal the fact that he's this crazy creature, this monster thing. Everyone will, rise against him, rally with us. Then we have our way to at least defeat, this vessel of Brainiac and, like, the couple of soldiers he's got controlled. And right when they're about to succeed, someone else does that, and it's like, don't kill her. Like, as soon as he said, like, don't make her leave, I was like, oh crap, he's got it. And so he does, the whole floaty thing, like, check it out, I'm basically Jesus, I'm super God. He's on fire and he's talking and stuff like that. It's like, who wants to live forever? And it's like, well, dang, not only are all these rankless people now just like, that whole system that's gone, to get that crap out of here. We can all be immortal. I'm on fire. I'm floating. I am the voice around. It was super easy to get everybody. And it was just like, yeah, everybody's cheering like, yeah, of course I want to live forever. So he got the people at the very end, and it's like, oh, well, I don't know what they're going to do now. They're pretty much screwed. It seemed like Zod had some people, but they've all pretty much been killed out. They apparently weren't as good as they seemed, with this whole like, oh, it's Black Zero, these secret terrorists that we could never seem to find. Ever since they've really come into the fold, Seg has killed a couple, or he killed like one. Jaina killed one. It seems like no one else has actually even existed. They've either just disappeared or have been killed off, so they weren't really that tough. But Zod's still there, so we'll see what happens with that, and with Strange and both of them having tales of the future. And what Zod plans to do is like, I mean, obviously Zod is Zod, so of course he doesn't care about like the rest of the universe. That's always been his thing. It's like, well, let's make this basically, Krypton. Let's make Earth Krypton. That's always been his thing, is to take over and just be like, we're better, so let's make us. Let's make more of us because we're sweet. So it makes sense that he wouldn't give a crap about like any other solar systems or planets or anything else in the entire universe. But I'm curious how that struggle is going to end up playing out in the next episode. But ultimately, I definitely enjoyed this one. Once again, curious where things are headed with Brainiac being the voice of Rao, especially now that everyone's like, holy crap, it's truly, Rao in the flesh, like floating and on fire and all this other stuff. We can be immortal. A lot of stuff that people are looking forward to. So I'm curious how it all play out. But of course, we'll love to know what you guys thought about this episode. So please comment below. Let me know your favorite parts about it, your least favorite parts about it. And of course, with even though it's a week old, I am very curious how you guys felt about what happened at the end of this episode with Brainiac kind of rallying the people. How do you think that is ultimately going to end up playing out? Like, will they get the people back? I mean, they've got, well, I guess technically the third episode is out, so there are 2 episodes left now. So if you've seen the next one, or even if you haven't, I would love to know how you guys think that that's going to end up playing out with Rao having the, the love of the people. Like, we're going to be immortal, and there is no faction, and there's no classes or anything. So we'd love to know how you guys felt about the ending, and of course what you guys thought about this episode in general. So please comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.